Hey everybody. I'm here with my daughter Tally to talk a little bit about Sunday afternoon worship on Sunday, May 31st out in Big Rock, Illinois at Crossroads Christian Youth Center. You can find more information on our website just by scrolling down like one little scroll from the landing page, and you'll find some information that you would want there. But I found out today that my kids still had a lot of questions about what this was going to be like. And I know that not only kids, but adults still have questions. And so I had Tally help me collect maybe about 12 of the most common questions that there might be. These aren't all exactly Tally's questions, but she's just going to ask some of the questions that people might be thinking about so that we can help you get up to speed. So, Tally, what's the first question?
Okay, what time should we get there?
Okay, good question. So, we said that this event is going to start at 3:30. It's not really starting at 3:30 though. We're not going to start singing for a few minutes after that. So if you get there a little bit before 3:30, that's great. If you don't get there for 10 or 15 minutes after that, that's just fine as well.
Okay, how long will we be there?
Yeah, so this is going to be a really simple event. We are not doing a full worship service. I'm not preaching a sermon or anything like that. There's going to be a little bit of singing, about 4 songs like we would normally do in the old days when we got together for worship, and then I'll just say a few words after that. But this is going to be super simple. So there's going to be a little while to kind of walk around when you first get there and say hi to people. There's going to be some singing. I'm going to say a couple words, and then you're free to talk to people for a few minutes if you want, or head out. Either way, you should be on the road well before dinner.
Can I go hug all my friends?
This is a question that everybody really wants to know about, and our answer is that day is coming. You will get a chance to hug all your friends in the future, but right now we're recommending, for the sake of safety in a time when there is a global pandemic, and also just for the sake of unity together as a church, in order to keep us all kind of on the same page and to make this happen in a way that we can keep moving forward together, we're going to recommend no hugs, no handshakes.
What if someone's feelings get hurt because I don't give them a hug?
Yeah, I know, that might happen, right? And I guess my thought about that would be that I hope that their feelings won't get hurt. Maybe someone's feelings will get hurt, but I hope that people can understand that we're doing this in order to serve other people. And it is a cool thing that we get together and see each other. And hopefully the joy of seeing each other can be a bigger deal than whether or not we actually did hugs, right? I hope so.
What if someone just comes over and hugs you?
What if someone just comes to hug you? I guess one thing that you could do is, if someone's coming to give you a hug, a gracious response to that might just be to lovingly extend the 2020 elbow bump to them. And you can smile and laugh, and you could say elbow bump, something like that. If somebody's already hugging you, you could laugh and say, okay, elbow bumps please, or something like that. If you are in a situation where you really don't even want to do an elbow bump for the sake of personal safety, one thing that you could do is you could just smile and say, hey, I'm trying to keep my distance here. And if you say that with a smile, I am pretty sure that other people will understand that.
What if I see other people breaking the social distancing rules?
Yeah, that might happen too, huh? I guess the best thing to say there is that different people will make different choices, and for the sake of kids and youth, it's important to understand that different families will handle things in different ways. We've set up these rules and these guidelines because we think that they're a really helpful way for us to move forward with safety and with unity, but we realize that not everyone will follow them perfectly, and so if other people do it a little bit differently, we can just choose to not judge them, and we can choose to think the best, and we can choose to just keep moving forward. If someone's doing something that really is unsafe, you could either try to gently and graciously talk to them yourself, or find one of the deacons or one of the elders maybe to go and look into it. But generally, I think the best thing to do is let's cover these kinds of things over with love.
What if we need to go to the bathroom while we're there?
Yeah, there is one bathroom. So the good news is there's a bathroom. The bad news is there's one bathroom. And so, and to get there, you have to go indoors. So there is a restroom available. There will be signs for it. Because that's indoors, we are recommending face masks to walk through that hallway. And there will be extra cleaning supplies there. We ask you to clean up after yourself. And there will be hand sanitizer in there for you and stuff like that.
You said that teenagers can go farther away from their parents than younger or more impulsive kids. What if you're not a teenager, but you're very trustworthy and unlikely to violate the guidelines?
I see. So for the older kids who are not little, but not yet teenagers, We made that kind of a gray area, which means we're leaving that up to parents for exactly how to handle that. With little kids or more impulsive kids, we are asking parents to kind of keep them where they can keep a close watch on them, even within arm's reach, to be able to say, hang on there, buddy, or whatever. But in that gray area in between, that's going to be up to parents' discretion.
Can we play goggle ball in the goggle ball pit?
Okay, this is like the worst news since the news that youth camp got canceled, and I'm sorry to bring up some sore spots there, but there is a gaga pit. Everybody's going to see the gaga pit, and we are recommending that we not use the gaga pit. And the same with the playground equipment for little kids. We're just recommending for this week, as we're taking this first step together, that we not use those things to keep things a little more simple.
Where will we sit?
Yeah, so there's going to be several different options for where to sit. There will be some benches available. We're recommending no younger kids in those benches. And we're recommending to keep some safe social distance, even if you're on those benches, between family units. But there are some benches very close to the stage that will be available. There will be some picnic tables. I think over 20 of them will be set up around you. Those big picnic tables that have like a bench on each side, probably 8 people could fit at them. And so a family unit could take one of those picnic tables that will be out there. We're also encouraging you to bring a blanket or some lawn chairs or camping chairs or whatever, so that if we're out of picnic tables and out of benches, so that you'll have a place that you can sit. I think if things are working the way we hope they'll work, the person in the parking lot, there should be a deacon in the parking lot who should be able to tell you if there are more tables or benches available, or if you just want to bring your own camping chair and use that as your primary option anyway, that's cool.
What is the super safe zone?
Yeah, so we've got this thing that I love that we set up called the super safe zone. And the super safe zone is not where we exile people that we don't like. And it's not to say that the rest of the zones won't be safe. But it is to say that there are some people in our church family who have health vulnerabilities that are real. And there are people in our church family who should be even more cautious than the rest of us. And so there is a section that actually will have a chain link fence that normally is like the outfield wall for a softball field. And behind that, we'll have a deacon kind of patrolling back there to make sure that that people over there in that area keep at least 10 feet of social distance from one another. And the point is not to make you feel like you're in the zoo if you're sitting out there. I know it might feel a little bit like that. The point is to make it so that if you do have health vulnerabilities, or if you just want to be a little more cautious for a little while longer and take that extra step of precaution, we want to make it as easy as possible for you to come without worrying about a 2-year-old coming over and sneezing on you, right? So that's what that zone is for. Other people can still see you, they'll still be able to talk to you, but it's just a zone that we'll have set up behind that outfield fence in such a way that makes that we hope will make it very comfortable, even for people who want to be very safe and cautious in this time.
Is everybody going to be there?
Yeah, probably not everybody, right? And that's okay. In fact, I know some people already had other family obligations this Sunday, and other people may also decide because of personal health decisions or things like that they want to stay in full quarantine mode a little longer, or maybe there are other good reasons not to make it. So we're not going to be upset if somebody doesn't make it, but I sure hope that a lot of people will be there.
Are we going to do this every week?
Well, I don't know that yet, and I'm kind of hopeful that things will go really well this Sunday. We're doing this kind of as a test run, right? It's really simple what we've designed, but to be honest, it's been a lot of work to put this together. A lot of planning, and then just the logistics of even getting our sound gear out there has been a tremendous amount of work. Shout out right away briefly to Andrew Barber, to Jill Poole, to Rick Poole, to Sarah Music, to Greg Eulenhop, and to a bunch of other people, Matt Vent, Matt McGinnis. I'm probably forgetting a lot of people who put in a lot of work. This has been a lot of work just to get this far in our planning, and we're hopeful that this test run will go well. And I kind of wonder if we'll be able to do something like this, or even go a step further in doing a full outdoor worship service in the near-term future. But hold on, we'll get some more info about that soon. All right, is that all our questions for now?
Yep.
Did you want to ask me what you should do if you have like a really cool dad?
what would you do?
Yeah, you should give thanks to God, I think, right?
Yeah.
I thank God that I have such a cool daughter as you.
Yes.
So thanks so much, Tally, for helping me with this. Everybody, we hope to see you on Sunday afternoon, all right?
All right. See ya.
Cool. Bye.